Good evening, everybody, and welcome. This is Rock Solid Productions and our weekly broadcast. Now we are going live with Switch It Up. This is our weekly look at each and every new game hitting the Nintendo eShop each and every week. Now, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go through. We have videos on just about everything. We're going to wait a few minutes, let some people go ahead and get in the chat. We're going to check our audio levels and everything really quick to make sure everything is working exactly as it should. If you are in the chat, I do welcome you. Make sure that you say hi. Let me know that you're here. Everything sounds good there, so that is awesome. Getting a little bit of feedback here. Sorry about that. So we are live right now on the YouTubes, and we have a number of different games to go over. We have 13 new games hitting the eShop this week. So without any further ado, we are going to get started. Now, one thing that I did want to talk about before we get started on the games is, now this is the original, but there is a new version of the Pro Controller coming from Nintendo, specifically themed after Super Smash Brothers. Hey, John, welcome to the chat. Glad to see you. It is not inexpensive. I think it's like $70, $80. So I think these are still $59, $69, $99. It's about $10 more than this one. And the main thing is it just has the Smash Brothers logo on it. If you're a Smash fan, that could be huge. I like my original one. I know some people complained about the sticks or something in the original. This has been good for me, but that did just get announced today as well. So we're going to get started. Coming out starting on the 28th, there's Monster Hunter's Generations Ultimate. And the cool things about this, first of all, $59.99, and it does include 300 Nintendo eShop coins if you do download the digital version of it. Sorry, I didn't notice that was still there. Now, there is a physical release if you do want to get the physical cartridge of it. No Nintendo eShops. J-Love, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my girl. And for me, I am not an RPG fan, but I know that this has been one that a lot of people have been waiting for. There is a demo available for you, too. If you look on the right-hand side, just below Proceed to Purchase, you can download the demo. But let us all together take a look here at the trailer for Monster Hunter's Generation Ultimate. And if the levels are too loud, just let me know. I can make adjustments here, too. I mean, one thing I will say, it is an absolutely beautiful looking game, whether in handheld or in desktop mode. One of the things that's surprising about this, too, is we got the Wii U version not too long ago. So for them to turn around and crank out another one so quickly, it's pretty impressive. Well, hiya, gorgeous. Hi, everyone. Ginger is in here. Make sure you tell her that you say hi. Am I going to see Aquaman in summer? Are you going to have to wait? I don't know, Ginger. Are we going to go see Aquaman in the theater? Musically, this sounds great, and again, it looks great too. Being an RPG, there you go. We'll be going to see it. Very cool that you do have local or online multiplayer with this too, so you can get your crew together and do some 4-player RPG, and it will work with the 3DS. That's very cool too. Oh, thanks, J-Love. Yeah, I've been working on the this overlay for a little bit, and we have some additional tweaks later on you'll see on it here with some additional footage. So that is Monster Hunter Ultimate Generations, or Generations Ultimate, coming out on the 28th tomorrow. And again, it is 1-player, or you can do 1 to 4-player local or online too. It does support the Switch Pro controller, which is great. Yeah, I don't know, John, that you're going to see my reaction to playing the demo. I'm not an RPG fan, so I am not the target demographic for this game. But you know what? maybe we will. We'll see. Up next on the 28th, this is Victor Vran Overkill Edition, and this is one of them. Hold on, folks, because we've got some cool stuff here. Check this out. Unfortunately, audio does not come through. But here you can actually see the trailer that we have. Even in the heat of battle, modify your demon slaying loadout as you dodge deadly attacks, leap from towering locations, and take on enemies Build your own class, become Victor in the Circus PvP arena, get an original soundtrack by Bulletfest 2, 1 to 2 player, See, I am not getting any of that audio, so I didn't think the audio was coming through. You can always be headbanging if you'd like. I mean, just remember, if you're going to spew into this. So, here we go. That should be better. Again, first time I'm trying this, loading up videos side-loaded, because there is no demo of the video actually available in the eShop. So these are videos that I've actually prepared in advance for all of you, because I love you guys. Even J-Love, who gets me banned on her streams and whatnot. Oh wait, no, that's Dan. Mike, Chit Chat Gaming, how you doing? So that is, do I prefer the Super Nintendo over the Nintendo Entertainment System? John, keep that in your back pocket. When we get through Switch It Up this week, we'll hang around. We'll do a little bit of a post show. How's that sound? So that is Victor Vran, and that is $39.99. You do get 200 Nintendo eShop coins with that one there. Pretty cool with the overlay and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's going to be more than a few extra videos like that in this episode. Also on the 28th, this is Blade Strangers, and it's $39.99, 200 Nintendo eShop coins. Very similar to like a Street Fighter clone that you would expect in a side-by-side beat-em-up, but again, we've got a clip. As a malevolent force known only as Lena is devouring data from a vast interdimensional network of servers overseen by a sentient computer called Motes. In desperation, the Motes summon a hero from a variety of parallel game worlds to face off against each other in one-on-one combat. The tournament victor has the potential to be awakened as the Blade Stranger, the savior who can vanquish Lena and protect the Motes from further harm. The fighter roster includes popular characters from previous studio Sizen and or Nicalis games, including Code of Princess EX, Cave Story Plus, the Umahara Kawase series, and The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Other surprise entrants include well-known indie superstars such as Shovel Knight and Gunvolt. This is a 1 to 2 player game. You can also play 2-player online. I love seeing the fact that it does have the 2-player side of it too. Play you offline story mode, there's missions, arcade, and immersive mode, or you can try to climb the leaderboard in a highly competitive online mode. There's tutorial and training modes too. And this is, again, Blade Strangers, not to be confused with Perfect Strangers. Don't be ridiculous, cousin. So that is coming out on the 28th. Now, the Blob 2, someone else Mention it in the chat. Yes, Blob 2, $29.99 is coming to the Switch.
Rated E for everyone.
And with Blob 2, Comrade Black and his Inkies are back with a whole new plot to rid the world of color. With all new help from Papa Black and his followers, the Blacks, Blob and his friends will try to save the world as they have their work cut out for them to bring color back to the citizens of Prisma City. Imagine, set off in an action-packed color adventure with 12 new single-player story levels where custom paints, patterns, and music bring the world to life anywhere you want. You can smash through walls, jet jump over skyscrapers, and slam squash Inkies with all new power-ups that turn you into a super blob. You can explore and paint your way past icy outposts, tropical biodomes, and distant space stations to free the cities of Prisma City. You can also recruit your friends to join the Color Evolution in an all-new cooperative multiplayer mode. 1 to 2 player locally, no mention whatsoever of online play. This is something that, Blob 2 has been out for years on different platforms. I think it's even been on, not the Wii U, but the Wii. I know Blob is on the Wii. So I kind of wish that we could see something a little bit new and fresh coming to the Switch edition of this game. I understand it's one of those turn around, get it done as quickly as possible, but at the same time, you gotta kind of add something unique, wouldn't you think? I mean, otherwise, it's just another rehash. And man, I'm getting really concerned with the amount of rehashing that we are getting coming through on the Switch in recent weeks and months. So that is Blob 2. You guys like the overlay with the videos and everything? Let me know in the chat. Again, it's something that I'm working on trying to make happen here. Up next is Western 1849 Reloaded, and we have a clip. So the fact that it's reloaded, I'm assuming it's probably a launch of another game that's already been out there. I've honestly not heard of that myself. Sorry, trying to add something. There we go. That's what we're working on. So, become the bounty hunter in this Bulletfest shooting gallery set in the Wild West. I'd kind of like, since you do have, kind of like the Wii Motion Plus and whatnot. I do see you guys here. We'll catch up to the chat in a second. I'd kind of like to see them bring that motion sensor, kind of like 1-2 Switch has that. I'd like to see that in here. Let's see. You do get a gunslinger roll. Aim with your Joy-Con controllers. Yes. Like a real gun, or use the left stick and right stick in handheld mode, so you can use it with either the Joy-Con grip or with the Pro Controller like I have here. You can upgrade your weapons, revolvers, shotguns, rifles, immersive Ultra Stick tune, shaded graphics, 5 unique action-packed levels. Only 5 levels? Well, it's only $7, and you do get 35 Nintendo eShop coins. Okay. One player would be kind of neat to have an online multiplayer aspect to it here. Let's catch up with the chat here. Lewis, what's up, my friend? Not a whole lot. We're just going through the new stuff here in the eShop this week for the Switch. Now, there was some issues earlier on tonight. Would have actually been on a little bit earlier, but Nintendo was having some issues with their online services. So I wonder if the groundwork is getting set for their online services, which launches in September. Blob 2 coming to the Switch. Yep, covered that. What do I think of Streets of Rage 4? I haven't seen the trailers for it yet. I want to. We will definitely be talking about that in the coming days and weeks. Need to remaster Blob 1. Yes, I agree with that. Blob 2 is on the original Wii. I thought so. Thanks, Drew. Overlay is cool. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. 1980 Paint for Fun. Thank you so much. So it's like Wild Guns. It is like Wild Guns. Let's see. John deleted your message. Sorry. Great. N++, bringing Isaac Diablo to Blob and Blob. Yep. Now we need Blob 3. We need a whole lot more coming Remove any. Oh, that was me. So we are caught up on the chat, so we will move to the next one. And this is my home run for this week, The Messenger. And, hit the wrong button there. Nope. Hit it again. There we go. The Messenger, 1999, 100 Nintendo eShop coins. I'm sure if you guys are into any of the Castlevania, not Castlemania, Ryan, Castlevania or the roguelike type games, or most importantly, Ninja Gaiden, whatever, Ryu, whatever you want to call it. Man, when I saw this as I was prepping for tonight's show, I remembered seeing this trailer. I think you guys are going to dig it because I really do. And you'll play as a demon army besieges his village. A young ninja ventures through a cursed world to discover a scroll paramount to his clan's survival. What begins as a classic action platformer soon unravels into an expansive, time-traveling adventure full of thrills, surprises, and even some humor. You get dynamic, acrobatic gameplay and ultra-tight controls worthy of an epic ninja adventure. That's the Ninja Gaiden side of it there. Character upgrades, new abilities, hidden levels, and branching paths to discover. Meticulously designed 8 and 16-bit sprites. It's going to go back and forth between an NES and a Super NES animation style throughout here. And that is one of the really cool things about this game. It's also one of those things where they essentially almost have to program the game twice, one for each graphic style, depending on which way that you're playing. Metroidvania, Drew, correct. You get a memorable cast of offbeat villains, bosses, and associates. Original soundtrack by renowned chiptune composer Rainbow Dragon Eyes, handmade using Famitracker. It is only one player. Now, I also want to play this one for you guys, too, because there were actually 2 trailers that I found. And this was the initial, or the original announcement trailer. Yeah, this is an amazing looking game. And just the way that the character in here runs, that's the first thing that I thought Ninja Gaiden. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't own any of the Ninja Gaiden games. I've never been very good at them. But this is one of those that I really, really like what they're doing here. And I hope that other developers are inspired to do something along these same lines. It's a gorgeous looking game. It looks fun. It looks like it's going to be one of those things that it's going to be tough as nails, but it's also going to be incredibly fair and rewarding as you play. This is one of those things that I am absolutely... It's $19.99. I do wish it was $14.99. I'm a cheapskate. I just am. I also really hope that they have the guys over at Limited Run Games attention to, because this needs to be a physical release done by Limited Run. And if Doug announced that tomorrow, I would instantly be a backer of it, because this is just... I mean, look at the way the bat goes back and forth from the animation style. That is just too cool. It is so well conceived and executed, and this comes out on August the 30th. They should bring Downwell to the Switch and DMC. Gaiden or Gaiden, it's one of those, it goes back and forth. No matter which way you say it, someone is going to tell you you're wrong. It's like Tamaya versus Tamiya. Mad Little Pixel, how you doing, my friend? MLP, settle the debate. Is it Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden? You're going to set a precedent right here. So what MLP says, that's what we go by. Good. No. I take it back. Ignore him completely. But that is The Messenger from Devolver Digital. $20. Really... Actually, let me do this, because you can see, like we were talking, these are some of the other titles that they've worked on. Enter the Dragon, The Messenger, Not a Hero Super Snazzy Edition, Broforce, Crossing Souls, Minute. These are all from the same developers. So if you like any of those titles, it's the same design and development crew behind The Messenger. Now, Freedom Planet also comes out on the 30th. I always said Guy. You know what? I did too. I've always said Gaiden. So I'm right there with you. So Freedom Planet is $14.99, comes out on the 30th, 75 Nintendo eShop coins. And it's the first time I can remember seeing a Sonic clone. And that's really what this reminds me of is Sonic the Hedgehog. Here, you'll see in a second. Mike, you would want to say Gaiden. So I did really think that the sprite work was sharp here. I liked the music on it, sounded good and upbeat. But this reminded me so much of Sonic. I mean, look at the way the characters are rolling there, the way the legs move and everything. It's a Sonic clone. It's not a bad thing, though. How many Super Mario clones have we had over the years, or at least ones that are inspired by Super Mario Brothers? And, there's a lot of them that are pretty good. Sprite work and everything looks great. Very much, kind of that 16 to 32-bit inspired graphics. There's a lot to like here. 3 different characters that you can play with, and each one has a bunch of different abilities as you go through here. But you even have like the airplane from Sonic 2 or 3, and definitely at the start of Sonic Mania is even in here too. The one thing that's missing is you're not trying to rescue any animals or whatnot from an evil doctor. Bosses look really big throughout here, and I mean, the one thing that's great is, unlike back in the day when we were playing these, we're not going to have lag or stutter or anything. Realistically, we shouldn't, just with the power that these systems have now today that we're able to play. So that is Freedom Planet, comes out on the 30th as well. And like I mentioned, there are 3 different characters. There's Lilac that you can play as. What are the other 2? I thought they were in here. Lilac, Carol, and Mila are the 3 different characters that you can play through. And just scrolling down, again, gorgeous 2D pixel art. 1 player, so it is only single player. And the one thing that you at least have to look forward to is there's no tails in this to annoy you, and you don't have any, any of the ring kind of stretching like Knuckles Chaotix to kind of slow you down. But that is Freedom Planet, comes out on the 30th. Mini Metro also comes out on the 30th. This is $9.99 and gets you 50 Nintendo eShop coins too. And we'll check this guy out. Kind of feels like SimCity meets a train simulator, or a subway simulator, really. I have heard Super Mario quite a bit. Oh, she's going to whip his ass. What in the world? Okay, you can be quirky and not be dumb. I want to see Mario x Sonic the Hedgehog game. Shared space. That would actually be really cool. To see Sonic play like a Super Mario World. That would be awesome. See Sonic riding Yoshi, punching him in the back of the head. Okay, I never want to ride on that subway, ever. All right, this one is way trendy hipster. So in Mini Metro, you take on the task of designing the subway layout for a rapidly expanding city. Your city starts with 3 stations. Draw routes between these stations to connect them with subway lines. Commuters travel along your lines to get around the city as fast as they can. Each station can only hold a handful of waiting commuters, so your subway network will need to be well designed to avoid delays. Compelling, constructive, hectic, relaxed. How can you have a hectic yet relaxed gameplay? Those two are diametrically opposed. Words have meaning. Anyways. By the way, 17 people here watching. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate this. 3 different game modes. Quick or normal for quick games. Endless for stress-free play. And extreme for the ultimate challenge. 20 real-world sillies to design subways for. Each has a unique color scheme. Oh, here's the thing. Color. They spelled it wrong. Trendy hipster. Anyways. Supports up to 4 players. Build with your friends and argue over the best design. Trains. Did we mention them yet? 1 to 4 player. Looks like all locally, though, even though that... it looked like they were doing a local multiplayer versus just... they were all networked together. An ad hoc network, as it were. So that $9.99, kind of weird. I'd say if you like maybe a roller coaster tycoon, some of the early Sim Cities, like I know Ginger likes Sim City for the Super NES because she picked up a copy at the Missouri Game Con and she has loved playing it the one time she's had a chance. I need to hook up a Super Nintendo in the living room is what it boils down to. But $9.99, 50 Nintendo eShop coins for Mini Metro. Video Kid, the 1980s edition, comes out on the 30th too. And again, very much inspired by pixel art.
Meet me at the park at 8, okay?
I'm digging the soundtrack so far. At least it's accurate to the animation style.
It's 7:55. I'm late for
It's Marty McFly. Oh, Marty McFly meets Crossy Road meets Paperboy. It's Paperboy. Actually, it's literally... That was He-Man and Battle Cat. There was Bumblebee. Let's see who else we can see in here. There's the TARDIS was just there. Oh, wiped him out. Yeah, I am not a big fan, John, of the Minecraft look that they had in there. I thought it was neat that they had, there's Herbie the Love Bug. Don't see anything standing out there. Oh, hang on. If you look coming out of the manhole cover there, there's the TMNT. And there's the A-Team van at the bottom of the screen there. So there's definitely a lot of retro in this. It's the 1980s. The kid needed to earn some cash to take his girlfriend out. So by delivering pirate videotapes to his customers and staying one step ahead in front of the cops, he quickly became the Video Kid. Dun dun dun. Pays homage to the 80s, the classic video games of that era, harking back to a simpler time of pure fun gameplay. $5, 25 Nintendo eShop coins, 1 player. If you like Paperboy, I think you'll like this. Yeah, for $5, I think you can do a lot worse, quite honestly, as long as the gameplay is tight. And really, so my girlfriend just gave me a $2 super chat. That just seems wrong. Should I drop the banhammer? Everyone in the chat, you let me right now know if I should drop the banhammer on her. But that is Video Kid, the 1980s edition. Next up on the 32 is Fall of Light, the Darkest Edition. And what I like again on this, I love when developers do a discount when you pre-order it. It's 10% off when you pre-order. It's $13.49, normally $14.99, and the pre-order price is good until the 12th of September. So you've actually got quite a way to go. $2 donation from John. Thank you so much. What kind of movies do Ginger and I like? We are up to just about anything. We actually just went to go see Christopher Robin last weekend. We are both Disney junkies and love Disney movies. And I'm looking forward to Wreck-It Ralph 2. I'm a Star Wars nerd. She was actually just watching The Escape last night. She likes like The Escape, The Expendables. So she's fun to go to a movie with. So John, thank you for the $2 super chat. Definitely appreciated. Well, but she also doesn't need to donate to the stream. She benefits from that. But this is Fall of Light, and we're going to get the clip rolling on this guy. And Fall of Light is a story-driven action RPG set within a world consumed by darkness. You're Nyx, an old warrior who has embarked on a dangerous journey with his daughter Ether, an indigo child who radiates luminescence. Only together will they be strong enough to complete their quest to reach the last place on Earth still touched by sunlight. There's 20 different battle stances. Get ready to face hordes of shadowy enemies. There's 10 weapon classes for you to pick from for your favorite combo of close-range weapons, crossbows, and shields. There's all new dungeons complete with new enemies and dangers exclusive to the Darkest Edition. You need to protect Ether. Her light pierces the darkness, and you are stronger together, so keep her safe. Reminds me a lot of Resident Evil 4, where you need to keep the President's daughter safe, too. Unlock hidden secrets, learn more about the history and lore of Nyx's world. Support the following, or it supports French, Italian, German. It's English, guys. It's English. Edgar, how you doing? Thank you, my brother, for coming by. And this is a one-player game. It is also cross-platform, too. So it will be also coming out to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Coming out also on the 30th, Real Politics is $24.99, and you do get 125 Nintendo eShop coins, but only if you don't hit the wrong button when you need to play the video clip. Hoping again you guys are enjoying this new format to switch it up. There was a lot of work going into the old format, and quite honestly, I don't know that people enjoyed it. So this we get a lot more back and forth. People get to enjoy it. What is it about evil dictatorships that the armies always have gas masks on? It's really sadistic. And I don't know why I don't have my Streamlabs working right to get the alerts up with the donations and everything. I will work on that for the next stream, everyone. This kind of reminds me a little bit almost of an updated version of Risk, but instead of being set, sorry about hitting the microphone there, instead of being set in the French Revolution, it's modern era. So this is the complete edition consisting of the base game and the new Power DLC. Real Politics is a streamlined real-time strategy game that allows you to become the leader of any contemporary nation. Dive deep into the issues of the modern world with its current geopolitical borders, using your country's power and economic strength to engage in military conflicts and international affairs. Choose your own method of coping with other nations' interests, unexpected events, global threats, and various crises. Deal with the disintegration of the EU, terrorism, and the aftermath of World War III, and many other real and fictional scenarios. It's going to be huge. $24.99. You do get 125 Nintendo eShop coins. It's based on three main political systems: democracy, authoritarianism, and totalitarianism. And you can really go ahead and kind of customize your gameplay as you see fit. As we had a $10 donation that slipped by somehow from MLP, Mad Little Pixel himself. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the donations tonight, guys. It is just super appreciated. You can lead any country in the world to global domination in various game scenarios, shape your country's political system and determine its relations with other nations, deal with internal and external affairs and face threats from natural disasters, terrorism, and a whole lot more. You know what I need to do here? I need to check one setting. Why is that? I got to clean it up later. Yes, well, we will be removing that. So we have an individual in here again who was causing some trouble the other night. That's your one warning, Malevolent Boxing. I'll just... I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I know. So what happened was I had to send my computer into Dell to get serviced right before the 4th of July, and I'm still in the process of getting my OBS set back up. So Sorry, man. I suck. And then we also have Haunted Dungeons Hyakki Castle. I knew I was going to have problems with that one. And this one is $13.99. Comes out on the 30th. I couldn't find any video whatsoever on this one. So pretty much all we have to go by are the pictures and images, which are not really that helpful. If you're into Batman, then... Well, John, there is... let's just say the contract negotiations are going on. So let us see. This is a fast-paced, real-time Dungeon X Edo Japanese yokai folklore. You'll form a party, a group of secret agents from among 4 races: human, oni, tengu, and nekomata. Hey, you guys got to give me credit for nailing those. The game reproduces yokai from ancient Japanese literature, including the giant skeleton Gasha Dokoro and a yokai made up of a woman's head and arm. Many creepy and terrifying monsters will appear. They await your secret agents in Hyakki Castle. This is a one-player action RPG. Main event, just don't be a schmuck. That's all I'm going to say. So you're out of warnings in any stream one more time, and sayonara. So $13.99, and that is going to be the last game this week before we hit the Labor Day weekend. Now, coming up next week, we've got Claws of Fury, Clash of Carrots Ninjin, God of Wars, Son of a Witch, Moonfall, Lifeless Planet. This one looks... Let's take a look at this one real quick. Sneak peek for next week. Hey, Gio, how you doing? 25% off if you pre-order, $14.99. John, easy. Oh, so we're going to go into Kentucky Robo Chicken for a second, because the dev actually reached out to me and he sent me a dev code, or a trial code for this. He's actually sent me 2 of them, so keep an eye on my Twitter account at Rock Solid Studios. At some point in the next week or so, we're going to do some live streaming of this. This doesn't come out until the 6th, but he's given me a second code that we can go ahead and give to one of our supporters. So I'm going to get going. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, yeah, this looks interesting. I have still yet to download my demo of it yet, but we'll be doing some live streaming of this too. Sale ends on the 5th. This comes out on the 6th. So something really exciting to let you guys know about too. Now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you are kept the most up to know in each and everything that we do have going on here. We're going to end the main part of Switch It Up here, but hang out. We're going to do a post show that I'll edit out of here just for those who watch this after the fact. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turbo Jesse, thanks for coming by. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. You can always email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at rocksolidstudios, facebook.com/rocksolidproductions too. If you want to help the channel, we're trying to, well, I'm going to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I'm just trying to help pay it off at this point. So we do have everything going through the Streamlabs down below. You can send us a super chat. You can also pick up some merchandise, too, at our Teespring store that I don't have the link handy right now. We'll throw it down in the more info section in a pin post when the archive of this goes live, too. And then finally, I do want to thank everybody. 1980 Paint for Fun gave $20 to this. I donated, a number of other people. My friend Gerardo Gonzalez, his daughter Camilla, she actually celebrated her last day of chemo last week. It was seeing the nurses and everything, saying happy last day of chemo to you, to the sound of happy birthday to you. Really was as a father, kind of made me feel good too. And for everyone that helped contribute to Gerardo, Camila, and the Gonzalez family, I appreciate it. They're still raising money over at GoFundMe.com/Camila-Gonzalez. They're a great family, great friends, and I really appreciate it. So this will do it for this week's episode of Switch It Up Proper. Hang tight in the chat, and we'll